Josko Gvardiol secured a 1-1 draw for RB Leipzig in the first leg of their Champions League last 16 tie with Manchester City. Riyad Mahrez gave City the lead before the half-hour, crowning a dominant opening from the Premier League champions. But Leipzig emerged with renewed purpose after the break, and half-time substitute Benjamin Henrichs twice went close before Croatia defender Gvardiol converted Marcel Hulsenberg's cross as City were caught napping from a short corner. City were unable to make their dominance count further, with a Rodri header from a Mahrez corner just evading Haaland before the impressive Grealish curled narrowly over the top corner. Marco Rose's decision to introduce Henrichs at the break gave Leipzig extra attacking thrust, and he headed off target before drilling a glorious chance just past the post. Ederson was called upon to make a sharp save from Andre Silva and divert a Timo Werner cross away from Emil Forsberg. Should VAR have given Man City a penalty? Henrichs certainly put in an all-action performance, changing the entire feel of the contest. But he ended up being a danger to his own side, first scything through the back of Gundogan to pick up a yellow card before performing what looked like a sound piece of defensive volleyball when Rodri headed a stoppage-time corner towards goal. There was no penalty given. Ederson reminds Pep Guardiola of his quality. Ederson has been Manchester City's undisputed number one since joining from Benfica in 2017 and is arguably Guardiola's most important signing during his time at the Etihad Stadium. RB Leipzig vs Man City as it happened, highlights from the Champions League. Full-time, Christopher Nkunku looks to have one last run at the City backline, but Ruben Dias and Bernardo Silva stuff out the danger. 90th minute. There will be 2 additional minutes. 89th minute, Benjamin Henrichs lunges through the back of Ilkay Gundogan and is the worthy recipient of the game's first yellow card. 78th minute, Andre Silva is down looking a bit winded after being bashed in the back by Kyle Walker, who would seem to be his mortal enemy. 68th minute, Erling Haaland has been on the margins of this game, but he burns around the outside of Josko Gvardiol and shoots wide from a tight angle. 56th minute, now Ederson has to get down bravely and effectively as Timo Werner gets down the left after a quick throw-in. Emil Forsberg was lurking in the box. Half-time, the offside flag went up after that Werner shot, so it wouldn't have counted. It didn't look like an obvious offside, but there's no need to disbelieve the linesman based on what we've seen so far. City are very good value for their lead, but Pep Guardiola will no doubt remind his players that they were 1-0 up and dominant away from home at the weekend too. 17th minute, Riyad Mahrez clumps it into the wall about halfway up. 4 minutes from kickoff, here come the teams. The Red Bull Arena is an explosion of sound and color. Let's get to it. 1 hour 10 minutes from kickoff, here's the City team. Do not rub your eyes or furrow your brow, Pep Guardiola appears to have picked an entirely conventional back four. 2 hours from kickoff, hello and welcome to the Sporting News live coverage of RB Leipzig vs Manchester City in the last 16 of the Champions League. How to watch RB Leipzig vs Man City. Australia, fans can watch every match of the UEFA Champions League with all the action streaming ad-free, live and on demand on Stan Sport. Canada, every Champions League match in Canada can be streamed exclusively on DAZN. UK, the UEFA Champions League is carried by BT Sports TV and streaming platforms. USA, fans in the USA can watch the RB Leipzig vs Man City match in English.